My beloved child, tonight is not an ordinary night because I am going to do something very supernatural with your eyes. Your presence here is a sign itself that you are my chosen one, and this supernatural event is meant for your life. Recently, the night of full moon has gone, and on that night, I did something miraculous for all the divine beings walking on earth. But now, your time has come. I have watched you in the secret places where no one else saw you. I have heard the whispers you thought were lost in the wind. I have counted the tears that you buried in the silence of your heart. Every step you took when no one applauded, I recorded in my book. Every pain you endured without explanation, I treasured in my heart, for I knew the weight of it. Tonight, I lift the veil from your sight, for I desire you to see what only the ones I trust may see. I will place within your eyes a light that does not come from the sun, nor from the moon, nor from the flame of men's hands. It is the light that burned before the stars were hung in their places. The light that shone before the word, "Let there be," was spoken. This light will change the way you see the world and the way you see yourself. Where others see endings, you will see beginnings. Where others see waste, you will see my hand at work. You have been asking me, Lord, why do I not see the answers yet? But I tell you, the answer has been walking beside you, and you have not recognized it because your sight was dimmed by the dust of the journey. Tonight, I blow upon your eyes and wash them with the waters from my throne. This is not only a cleansing, it is a rebirth. You will see as I see, not through the haze of human judgment, but through the clarity of eternal truth. I will cause you to see the invisible strings that connect moments in your life that seemed random, but were in fact woven with precision. I will show you why certain doors closed abruptly and why others opened in seasons you thought were wrong. I will show you faces of people you passed by, never knowing they were answers to prayers you prayed long ago. I will teach your eyes to discern between what glitters and what is truly gold. I will open the treasury of mysteries before you. Child, this is not just about visions or dreams. It is about the way you will perceive the reality around you. You will look at storms and hear their sermons. You will see deserts and recognize their hidden wells. You will stand in the valley and already behold the mountain summit. Your enemies will not understand how you walk with such calm, for you will be seeing the victory long before the battle begins. I have chosen this night because the hour is ripe. If I had opened your eyes too soon, you would have misread the signs. If I had done it too late, you would have already turned away. But I, who know the seasons of every soul, have chosen this precise moment for you. The world is shifting even now. Kingdoms rising and falling, voices crying and fading, and you will walk among them with a gaze that pierces through all illusion. When you wake tomorrow, the ground beneath you will not have changed. Yet, you will feel as if you have entered another land. Colors will seem deeper. The air will feel heavier with meaning, and every encounter will carry the weight of purpose. You will see the hidden sadness in those who smile too easily. You will see the flicker of hope in those who believe they are forgotten. You will read the stories in the eyes of strangers, and you will understand that nothing is truly ordinary. Do not fear this gift, my child, for with sharper sight comes deeper responsibility. What you see, you must handle with care. I am entrusting you with the sight that builds bridges, not walls. You will see wounds, but not to judge, to heal. You will see danger, not to run, but to warn. You will see my plans before they unfold, not to boast, but to prepare. There will be moments when you wish you could return to blindness, for to see clearly is to feel deeply. You will notice injustices that others ignore. You will feel the weight of truth in a room where lies are celebrated. You will see the loneliness in a crowded place. And yet, I will also show you beauty in places the world calls ugly. Faith in hearts the world calls hopeless, and treasure in lives the world has discarded. The gift I give you tonight will sharpen with use. The more you choose to see as I see, the more I will reveal. Turn your eyes away from the worthless, and I will fill them with wonders. Do not gaze at shadows too long, for I have made you a child of light. Guard your sight as you would guard your breath, for the enemy will try to cloud it. He will seek to distort what I show you, to twist visions into fear, to turn revelation into pride. But I will give you wisdom to discern his fingerprints. There will be nights when I wake you and show you things in the stillness, visions that will stir you from your rest. I will show you the path of nations, the rise of leaders, the trembling of the earth before a new dawn. I will give you glimpses of what is yet to be, not to overwhelm you, but to anchor you in my plan. You will learn that to see is also to wait, for not everything I show you will happen immediately. Some things will be for prayer, others for action, and others simply for the strengthening of your faith. I am giving you the eyes of the watchman, eyes that see the approaching storm before the first drop falls. Eyes that notice the small cloud that will one day drench the land in rain. But I am also giving you the eyes of the lover. Eyes that see beauty even in ashes. Eyes that find delight in the smallest gesture of love. Eyes that can recognize my reflection in the most unexpected places. Child, do you know why I choose the eyes? Because the eyes are the gateway to the heart. What you allow in through your sight shapes the posture of your soul. If you see only the chaos, you will forget my order. If you see only the wounds, you will forget my healing. But when you see me in all things, you will carry peace in all seasons. There will come a day when you will stand before a sea that seems impossible to cross, and your eyes will not see waves. They will see a pathway of dry ground prepared before you. There will be a day when the crowd will see only 5 loaves and 2 fish, but you will see the feast that feeds thousands. There will be a night when the world sees only a cross, but you will see the empty tomb. I am giving you this sight not to set you apart in pride, but to set you apart in service. The world does not need more eyes that look away. It needs eyes that look deeper. And so, when you see pain, step closer. When you see injustice, speak louder. When you see beauty, celebrate it openly, for joy is a weapon against despair. You will not always be understood. Some will doubt your visions. Some will mock what you claim to see. Others will accuse you of imagining things, of inventing meaning where there is none. Do not waste your breath defending what I have revealed. Your life will be the proof. When what you saw comes to pass, those who doubted will remember your words. I will also give you eyes to see my timing. You will understand that a delay is not denial, that a closed door is often a shield, and that what looks like loss can be the soil for the greatest gain. You will no longer be shaken by what seems to be falling apart, for you will see the hidden construction taking place. Even in your own life, you will look back and recognize my fingerprints on moments you once called accidents. And when your journey feels long and your vision feels blurred by tears, I will be there to wipe your eyes again. For this is not a one-time gift, but a covenant between us that you will see as I see, and I will guide you with my vision until your last breath. Even in your final moments on this earth, I will give you one last glimpse, the sight of my face welcoming you home. Now, lift your eyes to me. I am placing my hand upon your head and speaking light into your sight. I am unlocking the chambers of perception that have been closed to you. I am aligning your eyes with eternity. From this moment, you will not look at the world the same way. For you are my chosen one, and I delight to share my vision with you. Go now and see. See with the eyes of the Creator. See with the eyes of the Redeemer. See with the eyes of the one who loved you before time began. For tonight is not an ordinary night. It is the night your eyes awaken to the supernatural. My beloved child, you must understand something that has been written into the very fabric of creation. Miracles are not bound to your timing, your plans, or your calculations. They do not arrive according to the schedules you draw in your mind. They come when the ground of your expectation seems dry. When the air feels still, when your heart has nearly resigned itself to waiting forever. They come like sudden rain on parched land, like dawn breaking while you still thought it was night. They come when you are least prepared in the flesh, yet most ready in the spirit, because they are born not of your striving, but of my goodness. You have been taught by the world to expect things according to cause and effect, to plan so that you may control, to measure so that you may predict. But my ways are not your ways, and my timing is not your timing. I take delight in surprising my children. I find joy in catching you unaware with blessings you did not even know how to ask for. You often think your faith is proven when you wait for what you know is coming. But I tell you, true faith is tested in the moments you do not see, do not anticipate, and yet still trust in my heart toward you. Do you remember the blind man who did not even call out to me, yet I restored his sight? Do you remember the widow who thought her last meal was the end of her life, yet I multiplied her flour and oil? Do you remember the disciples fishing all night and catching nothing, only to find their nets overflowing when they obeyed a simple word from my lips? These are not just stories for you to remember. They are reminders that I am the God who steps into the unexpected moment and changes everything. And I have not changed. You wonder sometimes why I do not tell you in advance when I will act. It is because the element of surprise is a holy thing in my kingdom. It keeps your heart tender. Keeps you leaning on me instead of leaning on your understanding. If I told you the exact day and hour of every blessing, your faith would turn into a mere transaction. But I am after a living relationship with you, one where trust grows in the soil of uncertainty and love deepens in the seasons when you must walk without sight. Child, you have worried about the future far more than you realize. You have carried the weight of what if and what will be like heavy stones in your heart. You think about tomorrow and feel its shadows today. You imagine scenarios that have not happened and may never happen, and they rob you of the peace I have prepared for you in this present moment. Do you not know that I am already in your tomorrow? Already in your next year, already in your final breath? I am not bound by time. You stand in one moment, but I stand in them all, holding every second of your life in my hand. I did not design your heart to bear the burden of an unknown future. I designed it to rest in the knowledge of my love. I tell you this truth, nothing in this world is permanent. Not the mountains you see, not the rivers you cross, not the nations you know. Even the stars that burn so brightly in the night will one day cease to shine. All that you see is passing away. But I remain. My love remains. My word remains. My promises remain. This is why I tell you not to build your security on things that change. Do not anchor your peace to circumstances, for they shift like the wind. Do not root your joy in possessions, for they fade like grass in the sun. Do not place your worth in the opinions of others, for their voices are as temporary as the morning mist. Anchor yourself in me, and you will never be moved. Build your house on the rock of my faithfulness, and no storm will destroy it. You see the changes around you and call them losses, but I see them as the turning of seasons. A tree does not mourn the falling of its leaves, for it knows that spring will come again. So it is with your life. What seems to be ending is often my way of making room for something greater. What you think you are losing may only be the shell from which new life will emerge. I am the God of resurrection, not just of preservation. I do not simply keep things from dying. I bring life out of what has died. And in this truth is the mystery of miracles. They often bloom from the soil of endings. When you think the story is over, I write another chapter. When you see a closed door, I am already opening one you cannot yet see. When you are certain the path has run out, I am creating a road where there was none. But you must stop measuring the future by the limitations of the present. I am not limited by what you see. I am not limited by what you lack. I am not limited by the mistakes you have made or the opportunities you think you have missed. The enemy tries to plant in you the fear of too late. He whispers that you have missed your moment, that you are behind, that others have gone ahead of you. But I tell you now, there is no too late in my kingdom. I redeem time. I restore years that were stolen. I accelerate what seemed delayed. I can do in one day what you thought would take a lifetime. And when I act suddenly, you will know it was not your plan or your effort that made it happen. It was my hand alone. This is why I want you to live in a posture of holy expectation, not anxious control. Expect my goodness, but do not dictate my methods. Believe for my promises, but do not box in my timing. Wait with joy, not with fear. Walk forward even when you do not see the whole path, for I am already laying the stones under your feet. You ask me, but Lord, what if I step forward and the way is not clear? And I answer, child, I am the way. If you hold to my hand, you cannot be lost. If you follow my voice, you cannot stray. Do not look so far ahead that you miss the manna I give you for today. Tomorrow's bread will be there when tomorrow comes. My provision does not run ahead of you, nor lag behind you. It meets you exactly where you are. Look at the lilies of the field. They do not worry about the coming season, yet I clothe them with beauty greater than Solomon's robes. Look at the birds of the air. They do not plant or store in barns, yet I feed them each day. Are you not worth far more than they? Worry does not add a single hour to your life, but it can steal the joy of the hour you are in. So let it go, my child. Trust me with what you cannot see. The miracle you are waiting for may not arrive in the way you imagine. You might expect it to come through a door you have been watching, but it will appear through a window you did not know was there. You might think it will happen in the place you stand now, but it will meet you on the road you never planned to travel. My blessings often hide in detours. My answers often live in interruptions. My plans are often wrapped in the packaging of surprise. Do you know why? Because I delight in revealing myself to you in ways that leave no doubt that it was me. If everything came exactly when and how you planned, you might be tempted to believe it was your wisdom, your strength, your effort that made it happen. But when the breakthrough comes in a way you could not have orchestrated, you will fall to your knees in awe, knowing it was the hand of the Almighty. Even now, I am arranging things behind the scenes. You see nothing moving. But I tell you, the roots are growing beneath the soil. The seed is splitting open in the darkness. The foundation is being laid where your eyes cannot reach. And then, at the appointed moment, the fruit will burst forth suddenly, and you will understand why the waiting was necessary. You have seen storms that came suddenly. So will you see blessings that come suddenly. You have seen losses that came without warning. So will you see gains that appear without explanation. You have seen nights that fell quickly. So will you see mornings that rise unexpectedly. And through it all, one thing remains unchanged: I am with you. I love you. And nothing will separate you from that love. When the world shakes, when nations rage, when the ground beneath you feels unstable, remember this. Everything you can touch is temporary, but I am not. My love does not expire. My covenant does not break. My presence does not abandon. If you cling to me, you are holding on to the one thing that cannot be moved. This is why I call you to fix your eyes on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. My kingdom does not crumble. My throne does not fall. My mercy does not run dry. My faithfulness does not waver. The same God who split the sea for my people will split the obstacles in your path. The same God who fed them in the wilderness will feed you in your need. The same God who raised the dead will bring life to what you thought was gone forever. So do not be afraid of the future, my child. It is already safe in my hands. Do not let your heart be troubled by the changes around you. I am your constant. Do not measure your hope by what you see today. Measure it by who I am. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I am your shepherd, your shield, your deliverer, your friend. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And as you release your grip on fear, you will find your hands free to receive the miracles I am sending. They will come like gifts you did not order, wrapped in paper you did not choose, delivered at a time you did not expect. But when you open them, you will see my fingerprints all over them, and you will know I have been thinking of you all along. Rest, my beloved. Live this day with joy, knowing that I have tomorrow covered. Walk this path with courage, knowing that I have already prepared the next turn. Sleep tonight with peace, knowing that I will be working while you rest. And when you least expect it, you will wake to find that the miracle has already arrived. For I am your God, and I will never stop loving you. Thanks for watching God's Helps. Subscribe for daily divine messages. Click on the bell icon. Don't miss out daily God's message.